Hi teachers, welcome to our weekly lessons. Today I want to share with you a product that Empowering Writers has that I found to be invaluable in my classroom. Before I show you this product, let's just sort of take you back to my classroom. There were times that my children were writing expository and narrative, and we couldn't quite sort out which was which. So when I began to look at how can I keep all of that organized, here's what I found. Empowering Writers has two different kinds of folders. The first folder would be for narrative writing. The second folder for expository writing. And in my classroom, I bought a set of each of those. So I had a set of 25 narrative folders and a set of 25 expository folders. Now you might be thinking, it's an awful lot of folders, you know how their desks get so complicated sometimes. But what happened was it really was a lifesaver. Anytime we were writing narrative, it went into our narrative folder. If we were writing expository, our expository folder. Then my students could always go back to the piece that they were working on. The other great thing about these products is that there's lots of help, meaning it's almost like a built-in toolbox for my kids. So when I'm looking at the narrative folder, here's what I see. The narrative writing diamond is right there for my students. So depending on the part of the diamond that they're working on, they have that as that visual tool always in front of them. And in the expository folder, the expository pillar is right there. Again, they need those organizational frameworks in order to remind themselves how that piece should go. Then, when you open the folders, you've got lots of sentence starters. So when you're writing an elaborative detail segment or a main event, you've got some great sensory sentence starters so that your students understand how to create good sentence variety. In the expository folders, what you'll find are there sentence starters for how to begin things like a quote or a statistic. Once again, giving them that language and helping them to understand how to frame up that response. The other thing that I really like about the expository folder is that the detail generating questions are listed right on the back. And I know my kids need to have those right in front of them all the time. So these two products were really one of the things that I used over and over and over again in my classroom. My students were able to take out the bright green folder or the orange folder, and I was able to keep all of their papers organized and in one place. Hopefully, you can do the same in your classroom. So if you like these products, we've given you a link below. Click on the link and go right to our bookstore. We've also given you 2 lesson plans so that if you like this idea, you can use those lesson plans. You don't need the folders for the lesson plans, but really it makes it so much better to keep it all organized.